Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Bengals are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against a Colts team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, Lock. And incomplete to open things up.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, here's Locke. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Locke. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The punter Lock out there now as he sends it away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals take possession. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. So Dalton now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 10 yards still left on second down. In motion left is Rodgers. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 2nd and 10, Locke. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Out of the gun, Locke. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. In motion left is Rodgers. Just beating the play clock is Locke. And that'll be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again is Locke. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Passing, it's Dalton. And caught, right side, Green. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
The play clock's running down. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 17 yards to pick up there. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad. Foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he's usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Now Mixon, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On the toss, Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 5 on the play there, and that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. Again, it's Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And now to the air, Dalton. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. On the counter, Forte. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Now on comes the Bengal kicker, Jake Elliott, here on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, here's Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Luck on the sneak. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. In motion left is Rodgers. After the run, Luck going to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Here's Luck now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Green, gone! Back out of that belly, here we go!
A first throw here for the backup Jones. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. First throw now for the backup Kaepernick. They find some open field here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. Mixon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run here with Mixon, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing is Locke. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on second down is Locke. State, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Sean Robinson able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Throwing on third down, Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jeff Locke now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Dalton. On the right side, caught by Green. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And Dalton to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Lead. Lead. Hey, 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 hey. I got it. Lead. Lead. Hey, 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 hey. Uh-huh. Hey, 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 hey. Lead. Lead. Uh-huh.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left.
Here we go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 1st down, it's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
In motion right, Dorsett. To throw is Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They come out, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Back to the air, Luck on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. From the gun, here's Luck. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Out of the gun, Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Luck throwing again. And he's got his man Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, he's in the MVP race, no doubt. Last year, Zeke finishing 3rd, Fournette trying to better that.
Love his body control. Love how he's physical yet fluid when he runs his routes. And that's why he finds himself open so often.
Picking up where he left off in that great performance a week ago. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st down, Love. He's going to wind up in air into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Elsewhere, 2nd half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And able to find Green. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the rookie out of Florida, Quincy Wilson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. In motion left is Rodgers. Now a 1st down throw. Luck. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. In motion left is Rodgers. On 2nd down, here's Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Fresh set of downs here. In motion left is Rodgers. On 1st and 10, Luck. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. In motion left is Rodgers. Again, Luck. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Luck on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the I. They'll run here with Bernard. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. On the toss, Bernard. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So a big one there, as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, it's Long. Going deep from, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. fourth down here. It's Dalton. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. In motion left is Rodgers. Throwing now, Luck. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Luck now on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Luck. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it to Luck. And he's got Rodgers. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Luck going to throw it. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's got it. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Colts, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.